Hi everyone, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to make hair scrunchies on the Brother kh260 knitting machine. So let's get started. So this is the yarn that I'm using. It's from Spotlight. It's 8 ply and you're going to need to cast on 20 stitches. So I'm just going to E-wrap on my 20 stitches. Just get my peg. And we'll just weigh down that corner just there. So this is a fun little project to use up all your swashes that we make when we're making larger garments. So instead of throwing them in the bin, now you'll be able to actually make something with them. Okay, so we'll just feed that into the machine. And I've just got this on tension number 4. So I'll just try and hang some weights. And I'm just going to turn this down to number 3. Okay, so that looks like it's knitting nice. So now I'm going to knit 135 rows. So I've reached 134, so I'm just going to turn my dial up to number 6. So it was on number 3, now I'm turning up to number 6. So that will just create some nice long loops for when I cast off. So we'll just cut the yarn. And just flip this tail down. So now I'll just find my latch tool. I'll take the weights off. I'll just bring these forward a little bit. And I'm just going to remove the work from the bed. So we're just going to cast off now. So I'm just latch tooling off. So when you latch tool off, what you want to do is you want to get your loop, just go the other side of the latch and then just pull the other loop through. So you get the loop, go the other side of the latch, poke it through the next stitch, lift it up and pull it through. It's a little bit like crocheting. Okay, so we've now taken the work off the knitting machine, and just to give you an idea on how big it actually is, Mine is 60 centimeters long, and it is about 11 centimeters wide. Okay, so what we need to do now is I'm just going to sew down. So we're just going to turn it inside out, so the right side's facing each other, like this, and then you're just going to sew from this end all the way down to the other end. So we'll pin it together like that, and then we're just going to sew all the way down to the other end. So I'll see you after I've sewn that together. Okay, so I've now sewed along the edge here. So what we need to do now is we're just going to get our bit of elastic and just test it around your wrist first. So you want it about the same size as your wrist. So this is a little bit big, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to trim it down a tiny bit, and then we'll just test that around my wrist again. So that's about right. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to get one of our safety pins, and we're just going to pin the elastic to the end of the tube. This is just so that we don't lose the elastic in the tube. And then the other end, I'm just going to stick a safety pin to the other side and close that up. So now we're just going to turn our work the right side. So just pull your work through like this until you get it all facing the right side. And there we go. And you can see the elastic is now on the inside of the tube. So I'll just pop the seam to the side because we don't want to twist it too much. And now I'm just going to feel for my safety pin. Here it is, and I'm just going to push it down till I get the safety pin to the end here. So now that I've got both sides of my elastic, I'm just going to unhook that from the work a moment. So you can see now we've got both of our sides of elastic. So what you need to do now is we're just going to sew the elastic together here. like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and sew mine. So now you can see that I've sewed my elastic together, so don't worry about it being nice and tidy because you won't see it anyway because it'll be on the inside of your scrunchie. So what we need to do now is we just want to see where the seam is, and we don't want it to be too twisted. So because it won't look as nice if it's all twisted like that. So find your seam and then just try and either put it along the edge here or put it along the edge of the center. So once you've done that, we're then going to grab our tail end and we're just going to sew the ends together here. Now if you find my video useful, please like and subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to my channel. It just really helps me out with YouTube. Okay. So just your rolled edge, just sort of tuck it under a little bit. Like that, and then just work your way around, sewing it all together. So I've pretty much sewed this together now. So once you get to the end, what you want to do then is just hide your yarn inside the scrunchie and just cut that. And there we go. That's your hair scrunchie. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.